You know, you see a lot of dumb shit in all sorts of places online, right? Um, but this post that I just saw took the cake for one of the stupidest fucking things I've seen, and I just have to address it. And like this type of stuff to my own vegan family, the vegan community, this stuff makes us look stupid as fuck. And in the same way that I think we should speak out against all the misinformation concerning nutrition with animal products, we also have to do our own due diligence within our own community to speak out against stupid ideas of plant based eating and address those accordingly. So I'm looking at this post right here. It says vegan slave food designed to keep you working, dependent, and dumb, and raw vegan king's food designed to make you free, awake, and powerful. Oh man, sounds very interesting off the bat. So, what they define as vegan slave food, we got rice, beans, grains, and quinoa. And then we got on the right side living, fresh living foods and fruits. It's basically just fruit. Well, I see an avocado in there. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, we see an avocado in there. All right, there's an avocado, which I guess is a fruit, right? But it's not like fruity fruit, right? It's more fatty. And okay, so this right here, and this post goes on to say that okay, so let's just read the bullet points here concerning the vegan slave food, right? Dried and dead, cheap to grow. Why is that a negative? Easy to store, easy to make. How is that a negative? Keeps you tired. What? Causes disease. Where? Drains your body. How? Okay, that says soaks up all the water, then steals it from your body. What the fuck is this shit? Okay, but let's read the other side before we get into this. Okay, fresh living fruits and fruits hydrates you, cleans your body, gives you energy, sharpens your mind, heals and rebuilds, sets you free. Okay, um, connects you to life. I don't know. Okay, so let's just get into the stuff. Dried and dead. Like, what are you even trying to say with that? Like, we can look at the nutritional content of any of these things, right? You're looking at beans and legumes and like things like lentils. These are some of the most nutrient dense, affordable foods on the planet, right? Just because you should drink water with a meal doesn't mean that that particular food has is having some sort of negative health outcome on you, right? It doesn't mean it's promoting any sort of disease just because you have to drink water, right? Even if you're on a fruitarian diet, raw vegan diet, you should be drinking water, right? If you are exercising throughout the day, I can promise you, especially if you're in a particular situation, let's say you're doing manual labor, you cannot possibly eat enough fruit to replace the water that you are losing and on a hot summer day working on something like a roofing job or some crap. Just bringing up an example, right? Just drink fucking water. Stop acting like if you have to drink water, that it somehow means it's like a bad thing, right? Because I see a lot of people on these raw vegan diets. They try to demonize just fucking drinking water. Just fucking drink water, bro. There's nothing wrong with it. Stop saying stupid shit like that, right? And there's no data showing that if you eat more beans, legumes, right, that you're gonna have some kind of increased risk for some kind of disease. Show me this data that you're looking at, bro. It's not fucking existent. So when people just start talking out of their ass and saying shit like it's dried and dead and keeps you, no, it fucking doesn't. On what planet are you seeing this? Drink a like anytime you like a good rule to go by. Anytime you eat a meal, is just drink a liter of water with it, right? Your body uses water for all like sorts of metabolic processes. You should be drinking water regardless, okay? So like I'm gonna hammer that point a lot. And like quinoa, this is the first post in my fucking life that I've seen that tries to demonize quinoa. On what planet is quinoa an unhealthy slave food, bro? Like, what is this shit, dog? What is this shit? I can't like I'm just shocked that this post even exists. That somebody sat there and thought, yeah, man, I'm really throwing out some good information there, bro. All this is doing is detracting from people who could be seeking affordable forms of nutrition, and these are all great things that you could do for energy, right? Beans are full of protein and fiber and iron. Quinoa, same thing. Quinoa, as a what is primarily deemed as a carbohydrate source, has a fantastic amount of protein in it, right? And amongst a bunch of other vitamins and minerals and fiber and that kind of stuff, rice in and of itself is just a great accessible carbohydrate source for energy, man. There's nothing fucking wrong with eating rice. Okay? Like it's and like when you combine it with beans, you even enhance certain amino acid profiles and that kind of stuff. Rice is still a solid option to include in your diet, man. Like if you want to go more nutrient dense, you can go for stuff like quinoa and farro and different potatoes, different carbohydrate sources, right? That might be more nutrient dense. But if you just want some quick energy, rice is fucking fantastic, bro. Like I tell you, man, I eat a bowl of rice with some beans and this kind of stuff, man. I go into work, I feel fucking great, bro. I feel amazing. Rice is just, and it's easy on the stomach and all this stuff, man. Like whole grains. Look at the data on whole grains, right? Like, and this is what I say whenever I get into conversations with people about nutrition. I don't give a shit what group you're coming from, keto, carnivore. Like I don't give it like high carb, low carb, like mid carb. The main thing that I give a shit about with this kind of stuff, man, is show me the health outcomes, right? If you're gonna spout a bunch of shit at me, where are the studies supporting your ideology, right? If you're gonna tell me that fucking quinoa is bad for you, you better be ready to back that shit up with some actual evidence and not some preconceived bullshit misunderstanding that doesn't actually mean anything, right? Like there is a whole like essay on the side of this that I'm not gonna read because it's just absolutely useless information. There is no data. There's just this person preaching this ideology of these foods being bad for you with no actual substantive evidence supporting it, right? Like it just saying like this is a system food, it's dry food, it's definitely like this stuff doesn't mean anything when you say this, right? Just show me where it actually means that something bad is going to happen to you in the long term or even in the short term, which would be like really scary if it did, right? But like long term health outcomes, show me. You look at blue zones, populations that tend to live the longest and have the best health outcomes, they eat all these fucking foods, whole grains, quinoa, beans, and rice. Blue zones eat fucking all of them, dude, including fruits. So this isn't a battle between these two things. These are foods that should be consumed in conjunction, right? Together, right? You eat a nice big bowl of beans and rice, then you can follow that up with some delicious fruit, right? Like grapes and berries and all kinds of different shit, right? And then you drink yourself a nice tall glass of water. Try to get like a liter of water in there, bro. You're gonna feel like money, bro. Straight money. Okay? And your bowel movements are gonna be great. Your energy levels are gonna be great. You're gonna have like what the fuck is gonna go wrong, right? The only sort of negative that you could really get from this is the fact that you might be a little bit gassy, right? So be it, right? And just so you know, on that note, with the beans, the more you eat, the better your body acclimates. I can eat a shit ton of beans, have very minimal gas at this point, right? So a lot of people would just need to get used to the fiber that's in the beans, right? But once your body acclimates to that, ooh man, just straight money, bro. So, anyways, these types of posts piss me the fuck off. Eat beans, eat whole grains, eat fucking quinoa, and eat some rice, and then eat some fruit, and you'll feel great. All right, stop the bullshit.